We're coming up to the end of Foundation Season 2, and we finally got some answers about what Demerzel is about and what her role is in the Empire. And Episode 8 confirmed some long-held fan feedback that some people have had going all the way back to the start of Season 1. Though they did drop a big bomb in terms of Demerzel's role in the show overall, we now know her purpose, but there's still a few unanswered questions. So in this video, I want to break down a few scenes from the show so far, looking at them through different eyes. Now we know what's going on with Demerzel. But as always, I'm Al, this is the Geek in Review, and before I get into it, I just want to say thanks for taking the time to choose to watch this channel. If you haven't done it already, please subscribe, and if you make it all the way to the end of the video, leave a like as well. So, our first appearance in terms of the Foundation story, as far as we know at this point, is with Cleon the First talking about his wish to see the Star Bridge complete in his lifetime. She assures them that they will see it together, but here's the thing. He doesn't mention the clones or the dynasty or anything like that. He doesn't mention dawn, dusk or day or his long-term plan. She's the one that seems to be certain about the clones' future, not him. And when you watch this back, knowing she's been running the show for centuries, this changes the context of the scene entirely. I think maybe Cleon wanting a legacy inspired her to create one for him and ensure the continuity of the Empire. Because that's the key here. Whenever she's asked what her purpose is on the show, she always replies that she exists to serve Empire, not Cleon. And when you think about it, Empire is the role. Cleon, any Cleon, is just a man, seemingly she always has had control over. So you've got to wonder who was the one that came up with the idea of the dynasty. Has she been guiding other emperors and empresses as well before Cleon? She did mention that she'd served other people already in this season, so I wonder if this was just the sort of spark of the idea that went off to create the dynasty. Now, the second scene I want to discuss is after Day lied about his vision at the end of the spiral in Season 1. She tells him about her vision after completing it, and she says that it changed the way that she's seen everything. So what was that? What did she see that totally changed how she views not only her life, but her purpose and the galaxy itself? Was this when she came up with a plan to control the Empire and humanity? Because when you think about it, if she's controlling the clones, they're supposed to be in charge of humanity. Again, it totally changes the context of her scenes in the show so far. And another big scene from the first season is, well, two scenes, when she kills the rogue Dawn and then seemingly reacts by ripping her own face off at the end of Season 1. Now, at this time, Asimov's robotic laws hadn't been established in the show, but they have done in Season 2. And if you don't know what they are, here you go. A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. A robot must obey orders given to it by a human being except where such orders would conflict with the first law of robotics, and a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. Now, there is a fourth law of robotics which doesn't really get mentioned and they haven't brought it up in the show yet, so I guess that's for another video. So was her reaction to killing Dawn, ripping her skin off her face, because of some lingering programming that have shone through the laws as we know it? Because she's already said that she isn't bound by them. Her directive is to serve Empire. Or was it guilt or pain? Or maybe it's some ongoing base instruction or programming that we haven't been made aware of yet. I think that's really interesting, and I wonder what they're going to do with this if the show does get a Season 3. Because now the fact that they've introduced the idea of the laws, it seems that they're setting up more with regards to the robots and their history in the show. Now, in the second season, we learn that Day controls the memories of the other two clones, Dusk and Dawn. Or at least that's what Demerzel tells Dawn. We never actually see Day confirm this in any way, shape or form, or even hear him mention it. So is she controlling them, not just Day? She also says that she at all times must do what's best for Empire. So Day is also being manipulated by her, and she's running interference to stop the other two clones figuring it out. And when you think about it, if the Cleonic dynasty has been going on for centuries, this isn't the first time she's probably had to do it. She's probably had to wipe the memories of at least one of the clones or one of the generations of clones once or twice over these years. But with the minions' ability to undo the memory wipes now, this completely changes the game. And this will probably be how we find out more about her and what she's been up to. Because Seraph has known she's a robot for a few episodes now and hasn't done anything about it. So I wonder, is Seraph going to tip her hand? Either out Demerzel as a robot or fully confront her and go up against her as the leader of the Empire. But with thousands of years of experience, Demerzel is going to be a pretty hard adversary to beat, so I don't think a direct confrontation is coming, at least yet, but I think it has to at some point. But as I said earlier on in the video, knowing what we know now, it does change a lot of the context of what Demerzel has said in the first 2 seasons of the show, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with her in the rest of the season. Now, we've only got a few episodes left, 9 and 10, so I suspect we're probably going to get a flashback scene at one point, and I'm pretty sure that she's not the only robot in the Foundation universe, but that's for another video. So if you want to make sure that you don't miss that, subscribe to the channel and make sure you've got the notifications turned on. And I really want to hear your thoughts about the reveal at the end of last week and what's gone on over the centuries with Demerzel and the rest of the Cleons. So let me know in the comments below. And as always, my name's Al. Thanks for watching.